Hello everybody, today is our project pan update. Again, like usually, lots of changes, lots of things switching around, lots of things coming in, a couple of things finishing up. So let's get going. The first product is obviously a primer that I am shocked, but I still have not finished, which is interesting. This is Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance. I'm finding myself reaching for my vitamin C booster, skin boost from the Body Shop, and I use that for a primer a lot. And I'm finding myself reaching for my Hint Beauty Day Prep, and I'm using that almost every day for sun protection and hydration. And I'm not really reaching for this Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance, which I thought would be a slam dunk. So that teaches you. It's interesting because it is a slightly hydrating, it is a radiance boosting. I think I'm not reaching for it because I just have other things that I think I prefer, but I don't know for sure I prefer. So I think I'll get back into it and use it up before next time to just totally form a very solid opinion, because on and off use and use as a highlighter instead of as a primer, because I use it as a liquid highlighter oftentimes. It's very subtle. That's worked and it's fine, but I just feel like I can't grasp this product. I can't make my mind up about it if I don't use it straight up as it's indicated to use and as it's meant to be used. I'm all about multitasking, but I just haven't grasped this. I just haven't made sense of it all the way. So I need to get back into it. I've been ignoring that primer. I have used up a couple of complexion products, and I'll be adding complexion product. First of all, the concealer that I've used up is this Nude by Nature Flawless Concealer in 02 Porcelain Beige. It's completely done. It was fine. It wasn't beige, it was yellow. When I get beige, I expect it to be very neutral because that's kind of what beige means in most lines. This was yellow. It was fine. There wasn't a problem with it to the point where I couldn't use it up. I could, and I used it up fairly quickly on no makeup days, just pinpoint concealing. But I'm not a big fan of this one, actually. I'm not a big fan of their liquid one as well. So in general, I guess from what I've tried from Nude by Nature, I really don't think their concealers are their star products. I like their powders, and I have one over here to talk about next, but concealers are not their thing, I guess. To me, the formulas are not fantastic. There's very little coverage. This had sort of like light to light medium coverage, and it was a weird yellow color, but called beige. And on top of all of that, it didn't really wear it very well, as well as it did, although it was like coverage, get caught up in dry patches, which I tend to have because I have dry skin. So I'm assuming it's not exceptional on textured skin in general. So lots more minuses to this one than pluses. I wore it to completion. I didn't hate it enough to dump it, but I'm not recommending it, and I don't think it was awesome. The powder was pretty good. This was Nude by Nature Flawless Pressed Powder Foundation in N2 Classic Beige. So the color is the same. This was actually beige, actually a neutral color. I used it up. It did crumble at the end, so obviously I dumped the chunks. I'm not one of those people who's going to spend their life repressing things. It's quite messy. I've tried it before, and to me, if there's not much left, it's not worth it. So I used up maybe 90% of it, and then 10% of it just crumbled away because this was a crumbly powder. I liked the texture. I liked an application of this powder over my skin. It looked nice on skin, but it had the unfortunate bad luck of being a crumbly powder. This is cleaner than most powders, so it was probably a pressing issue. Not enough binding agents in that powder to keep it together, to conserve the integrity of the product, to keep the texture from falling apart. It did fall apart a little bit. It was very easy to crumble up, and God forbid you dropped it, because I've done that, and a whole chunk fell out, which is where I lost most of my powder. So I'm not sure that this powder is worth purchasing because of that issue. It's just a bit crumbly, but it looked nice on the skin. It didn't crumble when you put a brush in it. There's no problem there, but it did not keep its integrity. It wasn't a firm enough pressed powder to keep itself whole. So I enjoyed the color even. I enjoyed the texture. I liked it. I don't think it's a bad powder if it doesn't crumble on you, or you're not somebody who travels and has to transfer makeup back and forth. I think you might enjoy it. But you know, I like my Physicians Formula texture really quite a lot. And this is a good texture. Physicians Formula is a good texture. Physicians Formula is a bit better pressed. The packaging is far better on the Nude by Nature. But Physicians Formula is easy to travel with and hasn't really crumbled like this one has on me before. Next one. So these two are done so far. I have a total of 3 products that are finished. Wait till the end to see the last one. The next product is the STILA. And the thing that I'm introducing for complexion part of the project is this foundation. I really enjoy it. It's Makeup Forever Water Blend Face and Body Foundation. And this is where I'm starting with it. So barely started. It's rather a fresh product and I'm kind of enjoying using it because it's so light coverage. It works beautifully with the texture of my skin. It's sheer coverage basically, but you can achieve sheer to medium depending on how many layers you layer up. The pro of this foundation is that it blends into the skin absolutely seamlessly and it looks like dewy skin in the end, but not sticky in any way. It's a water foundation, so it's water-based and it forms a film on your skin, very similar to what Face and Body from MAC does, but I like the texture of this Face and Body better. Although they do similar things, unfortunately MAC's Face and Body does not agree well with my skin, so I cannot actually use it. This one I have no problem using so far. I've used up a whole bottle of it before, so I'm pretty sure I won't have problem using it on an ongoing basis, but I don't know that 100% yet because the bottle that I've used up was old formula. This has been reformulated and rebottled, and the shade range is really good. So if shade range is an issue, then definitely find yourself a little water blend by Makeup Forever. Another thing is, you know, those like noobs, relative noobs on the market like Glossier, some First Aid Beauty liquid foundation is also water-based. It comes in a little drop, in a little bottle, squeezy bottle that looks like a dropper bottle. And the Glossier ones, they're from the same family of foundations. Out of all the ones I've tried, the water blend is probably has the best texture and the best look on my skin. Then we have a cheek palette, and this is Sunrise Splendor Convertible Color Dual Lip and Cheek Palette from STILA. I haven't been reaching for this one a ton, so there's not a ton of progress because I've discovered using this lipstick as a cheek color, and I've been kind of obsessing over it because I don't love it as a lipstick, but apparently I love it as a cheek color. Once that lipstick is out, I'll probably return to blending my perfect cheek colors for a variety of occasions from this guy. I love the STILA lip and cheek colors, but they're really cheek colors for me. I don't love them on lips. They're a little bit drier when they set on the lips, but on the cheeks they wear well. They look beautiful, and I just really enjoy having this palette. And the biggest plus, of course, is the fact that it has such a variety of shades, and I really enjoy using different shades and mixing up my custom shade. If I need some specific shade, I can definitely achieve it with this palette. This one is neutral to cool. They have warmer palettes as well available. And lots of colors in the single pots. Like you can select whichever color you like, any skin tone, any undertone, like you will find something in their lineup because they have a great variety. Then we have a highlighter that I've just been really using a lot. This is the DIORSKIN Nude Air Luminizer Shimmering Sculpting Powder in 002. So this one is the one with a pink shift. They have different colors, so you definitely will find a color you like, or at least something that will definitely fit your skin tone and you'll be able to pull off. But I have hit pan in a major way here and using it for a while. I really enjoy using this powder for my lids and for my cheeks and for my cupid's bow. I go ham with this highlighter. And this is really what I want from a highlighter, to be bright enough, like today it's on me, to be bright enough to be notable, but to be sheer enough, or I should be able to sheer it out enough to be subtle and everyday. So this one really gives me life. It gives me what I want. It does not underline any textural issues with the skin, doesn't sit oddly on drier skin, and sometimes powder highlighters really do. This one does not. It has the prettiest pink shift, so obviously it won't go with every single look, but most of my looks are cool toned anyway, and the pink shift doesn't look odd with that. I never wear warm eyes. So if you are of a cooler skin tone and you wear cooler palette on your face and also on your as clothing, obviously in terms of wardrobe, then pinky shift in a highlight will not bother you. But they have like a ton. They have a champagne one, they have bronzy ones, they have all kinds. This one was what spoke to me the most in terms of color selection, but I've been really happy with it, and I suspect that it'll take me a few updates to use it up. But I see the end in sight with this guy, just because I'm picking it up for everything, for my entire face, you know, my lids, my cheeks, my cupid's bow. It really is a multitasking product for me, which is what I like in a product. A new product that I'm including, or not new, I know these pencils very well, but I decided to include a liner, a pencil liner, and these guys I've used for years. This is Shimmering Strips Custom Eye Enhancing Eyeliner Trio from Physicians Formula. These are gel eyeliners that apply easily, set well. You can sharpen them. There's a little sharpener on the side, which not everybody knows about. People just assume it's just a pencil, but it does have a tiny sharpener, so although it's an automatic pencil, you can get yourself a really good sharp tip. This is how much I have left of this particular product. I use them up consistently, and I've used several throughout the years. I enjoy them. They're gel. Again, they glide on fairly nicely, and they set and they wear all day on me, so I am happy with this product, and I'm happy to include a black liner. I like lining my eyes. Now, this is the one I was talking about for the cheeks versus the lips, and this is Tom Ford Lip Color in 18 Addison. And I kind of was struggling with wearing this lipstick, as lipstick is pretty opaque and a little bit too light for me. So it was giving me the look that isn't like entirely me, entirely the style that I like, and not entirely always healthy looking, because the pale lips don't look fantastic on me. I can pull off a nude no problem at all, but once you go a little bit too pale, and this is just a little bit too pale, it just does not give me enough contrast in my face. But I still wear it as a nude lipstick occasionally, but I've been wearing it on my cheeks, and today that's the color that I have on my cheeks, as well as a cream blush. And sometimes if the lipstick is kind of iffy on your lips, you can try it on your cheeks if you don't have a particularly sensitive skin type. As well as, you know, if it's a lipstick that doesn't have some irritating ingredients. But, you know, if it's irritating on your lips or on your cheeks, it should be irritating on your lips already. I have found no problem using my cream products that way. And in fact, I enjoy using my lipsticks as cheek products and cheek products as lipsticks. So I actually had gone through a bit of it, and I think I might be able to finish it up within the next month if I continue using it in that capacity. I mean, you only apply it once a day that way. There's no reapplication throughout the day with a cream product for me. I don't do that. Some people do. I don't. Because it just tends to wear fairly well on my skin. I have dry skin type, so it just kind of soaks in, and the pigment sits on my cheeks nicely. So good progress actually on this guy, although I'm still not picking it up much as a lipstick. Occasionally I do, but not often. I just don't love it as a lipstick as much as I love it as a cheek product. And I intend to continue using it as such. What is on my lips right now, and what I have had a lot of progress with, is this NUORI Lip Treat. So this one is a lip gloss, which you can, I mean, obviously you can see on my lips. It's a oil gloss with a light neutral pigment. There isn't anything particularly like mind-blowing about this product, but it's a nice oil-based lip product, and it's glossy and it's fine. It doesn't wear a long time. I don't usually take it with me to reapply. I have another product in my purse that just lives there, so I don't have to take my everyday lip products with me. So I just keep something like a lip treatment of some sort in my purse. In this case, right now, it's a Dior Lip Glow in a tube. That's what I'm keeping with me for moisturization, but I don't reapply this. So I usually apply this maybe once a day. And as you can see, there is a good amount of progress on this product. I suspect that I'll probably be finishing it up fairly steadily, maybe at the end of the summer. I expect it will be gone. My DIORSHOW Brow Styler in 001 Universal Brown is my true and tried old school OG product. Unfortunately, I am not as impressed with it as I used to be, because now this is not an unusual product. Before it was like, oh my God, this is the best brow pencil ever. Now those micro brow pencils are a dime a dozen, and you can buy them from the drugstore or from, you know, other places. It's very good. I have another backup of it. I'll use up another backup of it eventually, not right now. But this is a good micro pencil of a really, really neutral ashy color. So very, very universal brown. Yes, it is universal. I think it'll suit a lot of people. Maybe not redheads, but a lot of other people. It has a spoolie on the end that works rather well. I completely demolished it. Goodbye, Dior. The last product that I'm including is this one, and this is a brow product. So I used up one brow product and I'm putting in another. This is Nude by Nature Precision Brow Mascara in 02 Brown. If I'm repurchasing this, and I haven't decided if I will or not, I like the formula. I like its fibrous formula. I like the little applicator. It's a little bit dark for me, so I'll look into buying maybe a blonde one and seeing if that's any better, because it does stick up your brows quite nicely. I'm not 100% sure if I'll repurchase it or not. This project pen is meant to let me know how I really truly feel about it and use it up. I'm including it, I'll be using it, and I'll report back on it as I'm getting through it. So these are the project pan products. I've done, I think, quite well. I've used up three products, and I am including 3 products. So complexion wise, there's not too much going on, but in my hope is that I'll probably try to use up by the next update this Laura Mercier primer, and then see what I replace it with. I might replace it with another primer, but that's probably the only one that is rather close to being finished. So it's gonna be a while before I have such massive finish up sessions where a lot of products are going by the wayside because I'm done with them. And maybe the lipstick, the Tom Ford lipstick, is probably the next one on the chopping block, because I finally found a way to use it in a way that I really enjoy it, and I'll continue using it that way. So that's it for today. Let me know how your project pan is going, or what you've been using up lately. If there is something that really sparked your fancy and you wanted to share it with us, that would be great. Go ahead and share it down below. That's it for today. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day and good luck. Bye-bye.